Scene opens with dramatic, sweeping shots of Roman ruins and Egyptian art, intercut with battle imagery. Hello, history lovers, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we journey back to a moment steeped in triumph and tragedy, a turning point that would reshape the ancient world forever. Imagine the scene: Alexandria, 30 BCE. The dust of battle has barely settled. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, and her Roman lover, Mark Antony, are dead. Their dream of an Eastern empire has crumbled, and a new power is rising from its ashes. This is the story of what came next. Visuals shift to focus on Octavian, looking resolute and powerful into this city of splendor and sorrow. Rides a man named Gaius Octavius, better known as Octavian. He is the adopted son of Julius Caesar and the victor of a brutal civil war. He arrives not just as a conqueror, but as the sole master of the Roman world. The air in Alexandria is thick with tension. The people who once revered Cleopatra as a living goddess now face an uncertain future under Roman rule. Octavian, ever the shrewd politician, moves swiftly to consolidate his power. He visits the tomb of Alexander the Great, paying his respects to one legendary conqueror as he solidifies his own place in history. He wants to project an image of a respectful successor, not a barbarian plunderer. But behind this veneer of respect lies a cold, calculated reality. Focus on imagery of Cleopatra and Antony, perhaps romanticized paintings or depictions. But what of the lovers who defied Rome? Octavian found them, even in death. Sources say he allowed them to be buried together, a final, small mercy for the couple who had shaken the foundations of his world. Was it a gesture of respect for a fellow ruler and a formidable Roman general? Or was it a strategic move to prevent their tombs from becoming shrines for rebellion? Perhaps it was both. By burying them with honor, he closed their chapter, ensuring their story ended on his terms. Their love story, which had been a powerful political tool, was now officially a tragedy. Its final act, written by their enemy, transitioned to visuals of a Roman triumph parade, grand, crowded, and ostentatious now. Picture Rome. The city is buzzing with anticipation. A triumph is being planned, the ultimate celebration of a general's victory. This was Rome's highest military honor, a spectacle of power and conquest. Octavian was planning a triumph to end all triumphs, a 3-day extravaganza to celebrate his victories. And for this grand parade, he had one ultimate prize in mind: Cleopatra. He had wanted to parade her through the streets of Rome in golden chains, a living symbol of his absolute victory over the exotic, dangerous East she represented. Her capture would have been the climax of his career, the final humiliation of his rival's queen. Show a depiction of an empty chariot or a space in the parade where Cleopatra would have been but Cleopatra, ever defiant, had denied him his ultimate prize. By taking her own life, she seized control of her final narrative. She would not be a spectacle in a conqueror's parade. She chose a death befitting a queen, not a captive. So, when the day of the triumph arrived, Octavian had to make do. He commissioned a lifelike effigy of her, an image of her dying with the asp, to be carried through the streets. The crowds gasped. They marveled. They saw the queen Rome had so feared, finally defeated. But it was an echo, a ghost. The real Cleopatra had escaped him. The parade was a stunning success, cementing Octavian's power. But it was a victory, tinged with the frustration of what could have been. The queen was gone, but her spectre haunted the celebration. Visuals of ancient coins, jewels, and treasures being loaded onto ships while he may have lost his star captive. Octavian gained something far more tangible, unimaginable wealth. Egypt was not just a kingdom. It was the breadbasket of the Mediterranean, and a treasury of immense riches accumulated over millennia. Octavian seized the royal treasury of the Ptolemies. Gold, silver, grain, and priceless artifacts were loaded onto ships and sent to Rome. This influx of wealth was so staggering that it caused the interest rate in Rome to drop dramatically and land values to skyrocket. He used this fortune to pay his legions, solidifying their loyalty, and to fund massive public works projects, winning the favor of the people. In essence, Cleopatra's legacy bankrolled the birth of the Roman Empire. Her kingdom's wealth became the foundation upon which her conqueror built his new world order. Focus on images of children, perhaps Roman-era statues or paintings. But what became of the children caught in this epic power struggle? The children of Antony and Cleopatra, their eldest, Caesarion, who Cleopatra claimed was the son of Julius Caesar, posed a direct threat to Octavian's unique claim as Caesar's heir. Octavian couldn't allow a rival son of Caesar to live. The young man was hunted down and executed. The chilling phrase, "To Caesar's are one too many," is said to have sealed his fate. The other three children, the twins, Alexander, Helios, and Cleopatra Selene, and the younger Ptolemy Philadelphus were spared. They were paraded in the triumph, young orphans in a foreign land, before being taken into the care of a surprising guardian, Octavia, Octavian's own sister and the spurned Roman wife of Mark Antony. It's a poignant twist of fate. The woman their father had abandoned for their mother now raised them in her own home. Show a map tracing Cleopatra Selene's journey to Mauritania. Of these children, only one has a story that continues. The boys, Alexander, Helios, and Ptolemy Philadelphus, disappear from the historical record, their fates unknown. But Cleopatra Selene, the daughter, not only survived but thrived. Octavian arranged her marriage to Juba II, a client king of a Roman province in North Africa called Mauritania. There, Cleopatra Selene ruled as a powerful and influential queen. She brought her Egyptian heritage to her new kingdom, naming her own son Ptolemy and fostering a court that was a vibrant blend of Greek, Egyptian, and Roman cultures. In a way, she carried on her mother's legacy, not as a ruler of Egypt, but as a wise and cultured queen in her own right, a quiet but persistent echo of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Visuals of imperial Roman architecture, statues of Augustus, the Arapasses back in Rome. Octavian's transformation was complete. With his rivals eliminated and the treasury full, he masterfully rebranded himself. himself. He shed the image of a ruthless warlord and adopted the title Augustus, the revered one. He declared the civil wars over and ushered in an era of peace and prosperity, known as the Pax Romana. He became Rome's first emperor, the architect of a new political system that would endure for centuries. The memory of Antony and Cleopatra was systematically suppressed. Their statues were torn down, their names chiseled from monuments. Roman propaganda painted Cleopatra not as a capable ruler, but as a decadent foreign seductress who had corrupted a noble Roman. It was a character assassination on a grand scale, designed to justify the war and legitimize Augustus's rule. Shift to modern imagery, books, movies, art depicting Cleopatra, alongside surviving ancient busts. Yet, despite Augustus's best efforts, Cleopatra's legacy could not be completely erased. It survived, not in the official histories of Rome, but in whispers, in poetry, in the enduring fascination with her story. The woman Augustus tried to paint as a villain became a legend. She has been reinterpreted through the centuries as a romantic heroine, a political genius, a feminist icon. Her intelligence, her ambition, and her defiance have captured the world's imagination in a way that Augustus, for all his power, never could. She proved that even when you lose the war, you can still win the battle for immortality. The echoes in the marble of Rome tell the story of Augustus's triumph, but the echoes in our culture tell the story of Cleopatra's incredible survival. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of history's most fascinating aftermaths. The story of Cleopatra and Augustus is a powerful reminder of how history is written by the victors, but also how the voices of the defeated can still resonate through time. If you enjoyed this journey, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next historical adventure. Let me know in the comments who you think truly had the more lasting legacy. Until next time, stay curious.